Hello, hello, hello. I'm the PaintedDog and welcome back to episode 8 of our Timberborn Update 7 on the experimental build, or experimental branch. I hope you're having a lovely day. My day is actually quite good, thanks. So, since the last episode, let's have a quick recap what we did. We placed in these windmills, it's the large windmills. We placed in 2 more explosive factories. And we're starting to expand our water wheels here so we can get more power generation through here. And this reservoir is basically built to its brim, so that's good. And water situation is starting to climb up. We need to get our wood workshops up. That's one of the reasons why we want this area built up, so we can get that in. And we started laying in water wheels in here. Hopefully we can get this done today. At least the majority of that. And then we also placed this in as a high priority. Or highest priority. Because there is great power shafts through there. Now to get this to this side, we need to take down that tree. So I think let's go ahead and see if we can do something about that. And I'm gonna something like that. Now, I hate it when it doesn't really click when you click it. We'll take that down. So we'll have to have a look at what we can do here. Probably be, for instance, that guy there. Over 6x1 overhang. Then we probably have to put in a couple of platforms to get stretch it to this side. Let's get that going. We have 12.5 days. Get that going. We are producing dynamite, which is great. I like it. We have a bit of a efficiency in beaver power, but that will get addressed throughout the season. Which building is unconnected? Yeah, I know that's unconnected. They are busy doing that. And this needs to get reworked so we can get a bit more storage in through these large warehouses. Blank situation is really not great, but hey, we have to do what we have to do. That's one of the reasons why I want to get this in and connect it up to this. So drought won't really... They won't produce anything, but we can always get a couple of gravity batteries in here as well. That might be of... That really might help us. We need to save up so we can get a mine built. But as soon as we get the mine, I want to get the bots. Where is it now? Yeah. We need to get bots in because, yeah, mines are really... They sap your beaver population. If you get mines and it's not being run by bots. But let's have a quick peek. We still have all of this that needs to be cleared up, so that might be one thing for us to do in the meantime. I'll find a way to get there. Otherwise, just go down here and go up. This is not really for productivity to get through it, although there's a lot of metal in there, scrap metal. It's just to take this down so we can dynamite this later. That's the main reason why I'm thinking of going there first. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I want to get there first. But we can address that later on. Just want to get all of this done. Now this is connected, that's good. Hopefully they can get this bit in. Then I'm going to start prioritizing this. Just as a high priority, not the highest, just a high priority. And to help us at the end of the day. I'm going to place something like that so you can get a storage pile in there. And grab this. Highest priority. Very high. And obtain. So hopefully we can get a couple of beavers or haulers doing their thing there. And I want to start taking this down so we can get up here and build up a new, I'm almost said a beaver colony, but a new block like this. Just take out all of that as a very high priority. Please and thank you. As I said, this isn't really for irrigation, this reservoir, because we have all of this. And we have now irrigation stations in here, so there's no worries of keeping the crops alive through this water. Mostly just for how it looks. That's the main thing. And then later on we can take this out as well. All of these Waterwheels, because they won't really be powered, really. Majority of power will come through this. And hopefully this will create quite a lot of power. It might overflow, and then we can always expand this by one. And make a double row, well, not one, but one Waterwheel. Make this a double row if it overflows from here. Always do something like that. Okay, now this is taken out, so we can have a quick cheeky peek. I'm going to unlock this. We have quite a lot of science. Let's have a quick peek. Okay, so if we were to go from there, and then we can basically have to have it there. We put it there, and one more. Let's just make sure before we lay this in. Yeah, that will do the job. Then see. So I'm going to go 2-2. That was actually my marker. Why did I take it out? I didn't plan it to be a marker, but it turned out to be one, so. Now the problem with this is they can't build it from this side. But they can build this one from this side. For this, they'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is 1.8k, but will it then to there? Yeah, it will. Okay, so we have the ability to get there. To build that up. But you know what? Let's just do this. Wrong one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, why not? But I still need to get down here. Build this. And for power generation, gravity batteries would have been great, but we can always play around with that. because it won't be at this level. I'm going to raise it up a bit to this level at least. Otherwise, we can dynamite down and yeah, we can do something. We'll see what we can do. But we need to get down here to be able to build this. Just a question of where do we want to go to build this. Maybe something like this. Because this is only for when there's no bad tide. If there's a bad tide, I'm going to delete stuff because beavers are dumb at times. They'll just mess this up. Yeah, as soon as I get to there and build this, then I can walk from there to build these platforms. So I'm not too worried about that. You prioritize by ballers. I'm going to get this as well, so we can start dynamiting this down. Actually saving up for these guys, because I want to get a centrifuge as well as this. I want to get the centrifuge in here because we have the dynamite, we have water extraction from here, dynamite production here. We put the centrifuge in here as well. And then it's just great. Then we can get everything we need to produce 2 and 3 double and triple dynamite. Almost said 2 and 3 deep dynamites. But we can always, if we get the signs connected up like that, transfer power from there, then we can do something with this. Hopefully do something with that. And I'm going to take these out and change it out for large windmills, or just leave it. Why not? Always move this one over to that side. Empty this. If we have space to move it, we don't really have space to move it, but that's fine. Then we can do something with that. They are starting to get this built, and then they can start building this up. Now, to get power from this side over there. Thing is, I'm really tempted to just get an offshoot from here, then get another one of these guys over here, just a smaller one if we can always do, and then pull that up a bit so you can get a couple of these overhangs and then a couple of gravity batteries on that. I'm really tempted to see if the flywheel, to see if a flywheel mod is available for this. Let me know in the comments if it is, and probably get a flywheel instead of the gravity batteries. I think that will be a bit easier. Just going to do something like that. I know some people are irritated with me using all of these power shaft intersections, but it's just a bit easier at the end of the day just to do that. Get that as the highest priority. And that as well. So they can sort that out. Okay. Detonate that. I was too far away, I couldn't hear that boom. let's just put always change this out for something else along the way. They built this one extremely fast, and then as soon as we don't have other building plans, then they can get the rest of it built quite fast. I'm going to get this as a very high priority as well. I know I have a lot of things for high priority, or a very high priority, but hopefully they can get that sorted out. Then we need to have that going across there. Get that blown up. And again, strange I wasn't close enough to hear the boom boom. Why not? Get one of those in there. Yeah, something like that. Then we can extend the pathway to there. Not that we actually wanted to, but we have an option. I really just need to get this in as soon as possible, and it can get built, so that's a nice thing about that. That overhang can get built from this side. And as soon as that's built, they can move along here and get that built. That hopefully skip all of this, because I can walk from there to get that in. Or at least if I get these two in and they get this overhang built, they can build this overhang if it has a solid foundation from over here. Strange, but it can be done. That got built because not all of the builders are busy with this. That's almost done. Logs is the... Oh, just to get the logs to that side. That's a limiting factor. And this is now done. Let's see if we can... take all of this down to the same level. And I believe, yep, they can't get there. 3 injured beavers. Do we have medical beds? We must have medical beds. But let's put in a couple more. And again, people are going to crucify me because I'm using that very high priority so liberally. I made a dum-dum there. So hopefully we can walk through there and get that bolt now quickly. Then we can always replace these. And just to stop anyone from doing something extremely dumb, let's take that out. So far so good. It's, water flow through here is going to be quite fast. And it's really going to help us. That's just the extra one for bad water, so yeah. This is gonna help us quite a lot. So let's get that one in. We have quite a lot of dynamite for explosives. Let's just make sure. That ladder, now gone. Thanks. I don't want any of the beavers doing something extremely dumb. Let's put that in. So they can get to everything from the sides. And then we'll have a lot of power production. And we might as well just unpause all of us. Keep our beavers busy. They're getting a framework in for both of these. Just getting the planks and logs over here. That's the challenge at this stage. If I can just get this connected up to this today, even without the gravity batteries, that's fine. Now this is nice and cool. It's starting to flow over here. There it's going now. Good, good, good. They are hard at work to get all of this in. Not really necessary to get that back wall in yet, but this one is it's quite important to get that one in. And the water is really gonna flow at speed through here. Later on I might just want to put in two over there and maybe square this up a little bit, but I'll see, just see. I don't really think 2 extras will be needed, but you never know. These ones are open, but no production through there. Hopefully if we can connect. I'm thinking of connecting maybe just this one to this. Not connected to the rest of these. So we can have a dedicated water wheel for our observatory. I think that will help us. Just a coffee break, because we need our beavers to be in here to research a bit faster. Obviously we lost builders from that side, and we have only 4 builders now. Let's have a quick peek. What are they building? Oh, they are building. Oh, so that's a problem with doing that, because these were laid out first. Now we have quite a lot of power going through here to supply one building. For now I'm going to place in this levees. I always change it out for the rain blocks later, because we need 3,000 science just to get that excavator and terrain block unlocked. We're at 1k science now. I want to use that to unlock these two or all dynamite, but I think first up centrifuge, so we can get that started. Get that unlocked. And for now, storage. This one will be for bad water, except this one will be for extract, supply, and they can get that built whenever they have a chance. Not really needed to get the bad water moved to over here, but just for now, we can keep it like that. Have a quick peek what's after that. This will be priority, so this one will get built first, and then this dynamite will get laid, or explosives will get laid in. Make that the highest priority, and now we can take this down. Take that down as well. The doubles and triples dynamite would have made this a lot faster, but that's okay. If we were to close up one of these, oh yeah, drought is about to start, so no. That won't really do anything. Yeah, that's in. And autosave. Now let's place in these before I forget. Okay, that one was built, so we can't do anything dumb and walk in front of that. That's good. These ones I can take off now. Not what I want. That's a problem if you... If you do it this way. I hold down shift so I can get that demolished in one piece at once without asking me. And that's a problem in doing it that way. Sometimes I can be irresponsible like that. I want to get this in. Then I need to get that in as well. And you know what? I'm going to prioritize the living whatever out of that. Because I want to get this in. Now I'm gonna run it straight through there, and because all of these will be connected at the back side, and then we can do something with that. Get this routed through here sooner rather than later. It's gonna get built now. Get this demolished so we can build something similar to this over there. So I'm going to... Oh no, we have a... I don't really want a death wave. Our bread is maxed out, our berries are maxed out, grilled potatoes are maxed out. They need to get a bit more storage for that. Logs are also maxed out, but I'm going to do that. What do we have here? Grilled potatoes. We're going to put in a storage for grilled potatoes in here. Now move us over to that side. Only reason being so we can get a row. Change these out for the large storage, large warehouses. Take that out and get a row of that going. And demolish that. It's now for potatoes, and this will be for grilled potatoes. You know what, if I want to get that built, this will be basically the only time I have during a drought to get that in. Get that in, so it's not really needed because there's wall behind it, but I have a levees in there, so why not use it? And then we can start taking this down. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I'm going to put one of these in there. I don't count that one because that one will supply our observatory. Take that back to there, take that back to there. Get that as a high priority. You know what? I'm just going to go for these intersections at all of them. Now I'm going to do the irritating thing in walking this back. But you know what? I won't let you sit through all this. I'll get this done throughout, because I don't think we'll get this running. But I think if we can do at least this side to there, because we want to get this connected up this episode. That can really help with power production if it's not a drought. That bolts up, yes it is. But I'm going to take this out before a beaver does some strange things. Because you all know how these beavers can get. And yeah. We still need to build up all that. But as I said, that's just an extra. If we can get that in later on, this will help us tremendously with this. So I'm going to go ahead and demolish that one. Get this switched around over there. Now these ones are useless, but hey, just gonna leave it as is. So, how many of you saw that and started yelling, screaming at me for that? Since it's a drought, I might as well just do everything. Then I don't have to walk it back. Then I can just unpause everything. All of that built. Then we can take this stockpile out and run it through there. I have to go up and over it if I want to get Farquhar in there, but hey, that's a risk I'm willing to take. If I can quote Lord Farquhar there. I can take out these pathways. Just make sure that I don't demolish the wrong thing. And again, people will sacrifice me to all of the gods if for what I'm doing there, but that's fine. Getting the pathway in so we can build everything underneath it. Now this is done. You know what? Just in case I want to get more water wheels hooked up here, I'll put this one in. We might want to hook these two up if we place two more in there to this line. I have questions. I have a lot of questions with regards to these beavers. So we are getting that built, which I like. So let's get that one on pause so we can get more beavers. I really need to get that prioritized. In, get that prioritized massively, and then I'm gonna put up yes right, a forward interchange there. Yeah, just kidding. Gonna get that in. Of course, we have all these other connection points here, but we might, you know what, I'm just gonna do what I wanted to do in the first place, or something similar. Almost at the point where we can walk across here to get to this side. Then we have quite a good connectivity through here. Now I can take that out and take all of that out. Can you tell I'm a bit scared to use shift again? Because this could already have been done quite a while ago. And they can get that basically, yeah, they can get that completed. Now I'm going to get, you know what, get all of those. Because this is almost done, and then they can, and everything is hooked up from this side. So when the temperate season or a bad tide hits, they can just go through here. And we have the logs right here, so they can do this quite fast and effectively. Quick coffee break. have a couple more builders, which is great for us. What do you need for this? Metal blocks we have enough. Is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna count this as the same materials as that, although it's not. Planks we have enough. Logs we have enough. So you know what? I'm going to get this built up. So I'm probably going to build this first because that's a very high priority and it was laid out quite a long time ago. After that, get that built. And this, please. This just needs to get built. That's all. $52 logs for that to get that completed. Let me change this up. Maybe get levies up to there. Yeah, that will work. Or hopefully work. Getting that in, and they are getting that in because that one is built and this one is built. Two injured beavers. And as soon as this is built, and what I want to do there, maybe I need to connect that up as well. From this side, just gonna do something. Question is, will it? Yeah, connects up. Now I can take that one out. I was just a bit lazy to move a camera angle. Might as well do that. The side is done. And they are busy with this. Just a couple, 8 planks, 8 metal blocks. And then we have this side connected as well. And what, just accept for now. We have more than enough to finish those two. And what now? No, I can't really do anything with that. Because I'm going to delete this to get the others in. Straight up deleting this. I have a levy in there. So let's take this out. And get that prioritized. Now for this. And then I'm going to get those in. Those in. Hopefully this will work to some extent. And then I'm going to get our beavers walking through here. Then I need to get them going up and over this. Why am I being dumb today? That gets that in. And this can also be a very high priority because we don't have connectivity at this stage. those in, and then we can start laying in the track over here. And again, I'm going to do it this way. And quickly pause and get everything paused in here, except for those two. Because I'm going to walk this back. I know it's strange to do that. I'm going to leave those two as well. Walk that back. That's connected. These ones will get connected soon. We have beavers using the zip lines to go from our town center, if we could put it that way, to this side. Get this as a higher priority because we do need to get boom boom. And then I'm going to walk this back as I said. And get that moving like that. And as soon as hopefully we can get this done before the temperate season starts. Then we can have these 3 beavers move to this. We'll take it down to 3 for now. Then they could really get science going. This one gets built and we can unpause those 2 at the same time. Because they can build both from there. This isn't too slow a process. It's not the best, but not really that slow. And they have a bit of power now. Yeah. So hopefully this is going to reduce a lot of energy. But as I said, I need to take this out before bad tide comes. Otherwise we'll have issues. I can rework this, but there's actually no need for them to get up here at that stage. So what I want to do is maybe get a ladder up here, integrated area where we can get down here to this area, or get up here so we can get a couple of gravity batteries in here. Just for now. Might want to add one in on this line as well. For that, this area could have been great. What do we need for a gravity battery? 10 metal, we have that. Have that, and we have it. I'm gonna place 2 gravity batteries in here. One in there. One in there. Get that unlocked. They won't have the greatest range or a greatest area to go down. They won't have a greatest potential. That's what I wanted to say. but they can at least produce a bit of power. And that's only for the observatory, which uses 100 or 200. Yeah, so that will be good for us. Let's get that started. Get that started. Now we can take that one out. Get all of those out. And now we can put that in. As I said, I'm going to make this a high priority, not a very high priority, but just so we can get that in. I'm getting another one of these complexes on this side. It's now done. Yes, it is. Grilled potatoes, let's empty this. Grilled potatoes, let's empty this. Carrots, I'm just gonna delete you. Delete you. Let's take out that path. And storage. Let's go for another grilled potato. And then this side will be for normal potatoes or uncooked potatoes. But you know what? Anyway, let's go for grilled potatoes on this side and then normal uncooked potatoes on that side. Let's see if we can get a bit cheeky in here. Put one of these overhangs there. And get one of these in here for carrots, because the carrots are right here. $4,000 HP for this one and 24,000 for this one. Why is this one so bad? Oh, loses. You know what? No, I'm not gonna waste your power like that. I'm wasting resources. That's fine. I can always do that, eh? There's no reason to conserve resources. Get you in. I just actually need to get that one in. And I can put these two in. Because I can build both of those from there. Then we need to get this up and running. The water situation is really not ever going to be an issue at this stage. We can expand our... You can go quite far, so we can expand our blueberries. They can get that done whenever. $20,000 now for that guy. We can do that as well, because not all of the builders will be able to work on this at the same time. So hopefully they can get that done as well. Because, yeah, it's going to take a while for them to get all the resources for this large windmill, but They still need to build those ones and don't really take a lot of resources. Let's unpause another one of these. I know we have a couple of kids, children, but that will help us. No. To get this in, let's just pause these guys for now. They can do other work. Oh no, I can't really because I'm pausing that now. Because I want to get that ready. As soon as we can, I want these guys working. This is not at speed yet, full speed yet. Planks are full, or almost full, basically full. We just need to get that built. All of the resources are there. And they need 20 planks for this. And we have 233 planks. So then our observatory will also be 100% up and running. There's a bit of water coming through here now. So turning these wheels slightly at times. Now this got built. A lot of excess power there, but I'd rather get one of these guys going. Let's take that gun guy. Now this is done. We can demolish that and take that out. Now the next thing is I want to get this up and running. Because we have all of us power, this stage just sitting here, doing nothing. I'm gonna get that built up, because I need to extend this out. Because this stage, these ones aren't, this one is not connected. None of these four will be connected at this stage. $4,400 power. It's not the best, but at least we have something going in there. So that will help us during a normal temperate season or a bad tide. That will help us quite a lot. Can't really build from there, so I have to walk this back as well. I know everyone just loving me for that. As I say, we can always extend this out a bit more, and maybe extend it this way as well. Now they are busy working on these now, working frantically to get that in. Explosive storage is basically full. Water is full. Yeah, these guys are keeping up. I like it. onto it at this stage. But if you can get in there, yeah, great. You can take that out. We have a centrifuge. So that's good. It's now producing 890. This side, now it's going down now because the drought is almost here. Or basically, yeah. Food production. We need more bread storage. You know what? I'm going to get this. Because we won't be able to get large storage area in here because this is our only way up and down here. Need to get those in, and then we have a bit more storage. Because we don't actually have a lot of potato storage because we only have 30. And they are busy with these tanks. Out. Walking this back. Getting those two in. Now quite a lot. And we have extract. You know what? Let's go ahead and unlock those two. So we have double and triple dynamites. Just as we finish this project. That's always the way it goes, hey? Now this is starting to drain, but that's fine. Always add in maybe another large windmill or stuff around here as well. But this will be a good place to call it. So what did we do today? We connected up these water wheels to this system on this side. To this large windmill over here. It won't really top up anything because we don't even have gravity batteries on this side. But I think I'm going to look if I have a check to see if flywheel added to this. So we can add that maybe instead of gravity batteries. Otherwise we can just build up overhangs on top of this and get a couple of gravity batteries up dangling down there. And then we also took down the area here so we can get another housing complex in there. We got an centrifuge in so we can get extract. We unlocked double and triple dynamite. Added in a couple more water wheels here. Shifted the explosive factories. We still need to get that built. And we are starting to get more storage in. And we also connected up the zip line on this side. So yeah, this is a good place to call it with a couple of beavers using the zip lines. But I hope you had a lovely time here. I sure did. And I hope to see you next time. Hopefully it will be a bit more exciting next time. But we'll see. But I'll see you again. Cheerio.